In the last video, we were talking about independent groups. This time we're going to talk about within group designs or between group designs or between subject designs. So all of those terms apply here. In particular, we're going to be looking at two different kinds of designs. We're going to look at repeated measure designs and concurrent measure designs. In each case, all the participants see all levels of the independent variable. So in repeated measure designs, what we do is we have in a one group repeated measures design, the participants taste the chocolate with the confederate and alone, but they rate the chocolate twice, right? So first they experience one level of the independent variable, second the other, with ratings of the chocolate in between. Now with an independent design, we would have people assigned either to the confederate group, with somebody else who was a friend of the experimenter, or tasting the chocolate alone. Here we have people in the same condition. And as a result, we use the same 20 people in condition 1 and condition 2. And we only need 20 rather than 40 participants. In this case, the shared experience was rated more highly, more positively than the unshared experience. Now, just a comment about the y-axis. We saw that in this figure where we have a rating from 0 to 8. Here are two different figures of a somewhat different kind of study. My computer is going slowly for me. Think about which one you prefer. So I'm not a huge fan of either. I think the figure in the last slide was a much nicer one than either of these. But if I had to choose, I would probably choose this figure. This one doesn't exaggerate the results as this one does. Look at the control group here is experiencing or rating their happiness at a level 4 on a scale from, let's say, 1 to 5, and the chocolate group 4.1. That's a very small effect, but if you look at it, it looks big. So my preference would be for a figure that is accurate in describing what what kinds of issues are being identified here. So here's our second kind of repeated measures, or second kind of within subjects design. In this study, or in these studies, we're looking at concurrent measures. So we have one group of infants, and they are shown two faces, a female and a male, and we're looking to see what preference they have for who they see. Many of you have seen the Harry Harlow research before. The infant rhesus monkey is housed with both a cloth mother and a wire mother, and has to choose which one to spend time with. And the kind of mother is our independent variable. Our outcome, or our dependent variable, is how much time we're spending with with each mother. So I'm going to give you an example. Which of these two blue figures is Maluma and which is Takata? So that's it. Think about what the independent variables and the dependent variables are in this study. Think about whether the independent variable was manipulated between groups or within groups, and specifically what kind of design it was. How would you graph your data? And if you wanted to counterbalance your design, how would you do that? And I know that we haven't talked about this yet. Think about, can we make a causal statement about our findings? So what I would do is turn off your video and come back when you're ready to continue this discussion. So in general, more people talk about or identify this blue blob as Maluma, and this one is Takata, based on their shapes. So we're more likely to do that in terms of, or associate softer consonants with softer shapes and harder consonants like Takata with harder shapes. Now, one of your questions would be, okay, so we do this with blue blobs. And in fact, we, Sidhu and Pexman found that there were significant differences in how people responded. Do we also do that with more humanoid forms? So which one is Bob and which one is Kirk? And I'm going to leave you there, and I'll see you in the next video when we're doing more of comparisons between the two designs. Take care.